Hello everyone, this is John from Coins, RPGs, and more. And in today's episode, we're going to do a playthrough of a scenario for the Prince Valiant storytelling game. In one of our previous videos, we created a character whose sheet I have here. That is Sir Jarek, a knight, presumes to become a knight of the Round Table. And let's see how he does. I am going to be using six-sided dice for this instead of coins because I experimented with coins earlier off camera and realized that in order to see them clearly, I would have to get really close to the coins. And that's just really awkward. And it's a lot easier to just roll these dice. So I only need about 10 dice. So I'm going to set aside 10 dice here. And the rest I'm going to take out of my bin. There we go. So that we don't get confused. Okay. So, if you recall, Sir Jarek is a young, fresh-faced, idealistic knight. He is about 6 feet tall. He has red hair, blue eyes, and with a brawn of 4, is considered very fit. Sir Jarek is riding along a road on his way towards Camelot. He is freshly knighted. He's feeling confident. He's never considered himself to be braver and stronger than he is now in this moment. And therefore, this is the moment when he's going to meet his first obstacle. His first obstacle we are going to take from, there we go, A Challenge from a Knight 1, which is found on page 84 of the Prince Valiant storytelling game. I'm going to make one small modification because it tickles my funny bone. You'll find out what that is. Sir Jarek is riding along, and he sees a bridge up ahead. And upon that bridge, excuse me, there is a knight, helmet down, and with a coat of arms that our brave hero does not recognize. And this knight stands firmly upon the bridge with a stern message. And the voice that rings out from this helmet sounds strange to Sir Jarek's ears, but the message is clear.
If you wish to pass this bridge, you must joust with me, good fellow, please.
The strange knight seems rather boisterous, considering their odd appearance and the fact that they are blocking the bridge. Sir Jarek is going to attempt to talk his way past in this scenario. He does not really want to joust if he doesn't have to. His joust is not very good. But at the same token, he also, maybe he can persuade this person to let him go. So he's going to try fellowship. So with his presence of 3 and his fellowship of 1, he can roll 4 dice for this. He's going to attempt fellowship to see if he can get on this knight's good side, the strange knight in the road. Okay, that was a 5, 4, a 3, and a 2. Okay. The 5 and the 4 count as successes. The 3 and the 2 count as tails or failures. So that's 2 successes. That means that he's fairly successful in this. The knight smiles. Sir Jarek stands forward. Ah, brave knight! I see you are new to knighthood, for your armor still gleams, and your lance is straight and unsplintered in any fashion. Why should we joust in anger with one another? Why not step aside and break our fast with friendly boisterousness and good fellowship, good cheer? The knight upon the bridge smiles. Ah, then share with me your name, good knight, fresh to the spurs. And Sir Jarek says, I am Sir Jarek. I am Sir Jarek the Brave, or so I shall call myself. And the knight on the bridge says, ha ha ha! Giving yourself a nickname, Sir Jarek, is the height of hubris. I suggest you refrain from such things unless you are willing to prove it with your lance. Sir Jarek says, I am brave. In fact, I shall prove it with my lance. We shall joust, but for fun, for a joust of peace, good knight. The good knight nods their head. This is most excellent. I too would crave a friendly joust of peace, that we may part as friends when it is done. The winner shall pay the loser a fair bounty, and then move along their way. Sir Jarek nods his head. This, I think, is just and fair. We shall set to it. One pass and see who wins. The two knights then, the one knight comes off of the bridge, and they set themselves up so that they are a distance apart from each other. Sir Jarek, fixes his armor up, and he is going to attempt a riding check to see if he can use his extra riding skill in this. That means he's going to toss 2 coins for his riding of 2. If he gets a success, then he gets to add. Actually, no, wait. No, the riding does not apply to jousting. The riding applies to actual combat when you're trying to hurt somebody. This is a joust. This is a formalized combat. So it is not the same as armed combat. I apologize. I almost misled you. So he's not going to attempt any tricks with riding. Instead, he's going to take his jousting of 1, coupled with his brawn of 4, for a total of 5 dice. Whereas his opponent, the as yet unnamed knight, only gets to roll 4 dice for their jousting. All right. Now, normally I'd be rolling both dice I would be rolling both dice at the same time, or me and my opponent would be, and we just count up and see who succeeds. Now, since this is a solo game, I'm just going to roll each group one at a time. So first, Sir Jarek is going to test their skill against this knight. Three successes, 3 heads. Okay. Set those aside, and now the other knight is going to attempt to also unseat Sir Jarek. 2 successes, 2 heads, 2 tails. That's 3 successes versus 2. That means that Sir Jarek has won this round with a powerful blow as the 2 knights crash into each other. Not in a they're not throwing each other off or crashing into each other, hurting their horses. They're crashing past each other with their lances. This roaring thunder of hooves, the crackle of lances, and with a loud snap, the helm of this strange knight is broken off of the knight's head as the head snaps back from Sir Jarek's lance's sharp blow. and the knight leans backwards into the blow so that they don't actually break their neck, and instead, and then come forward. And when they do, with the helm blown off and their coif blown back, Sir Jarek finds himself staring when he wheels his horse around to make sure his opponent is safe and not harmed unduly by this very dangerous sport, but still sporting activity. He looks and sees the long golden hair of a young woman flowing down from underneath, flowing down from behind her head as she wheels her horse around. Sir Jarek is taken aback. What? My lady, are you injured? Are you harmed? I apologize. I did not know. And she wheels her horse around with a smile upon her face. That was well struck, Sir Knight. I concede defeat, and as agreed, I shall pay the ransom. I am grateful that you gave me this chance to joust, for I wish to learn as much of the joust as I can on my journey to Camelot. Well, what do you mean your journey to Camelot? Why do you go to Camelot? I go to Camelot, for I wish Arthur to declare me to the Round Table once I have proven my worth. And Sir Jarek, who his victory clean forgotten, just stares at this strange sight, the sight that he never imagined that he would see. And she rides forward, leans her lance against a tree, and reaches into a pouch that is by her waist and pulls out one gold coin and tosses it, not disparagingly, but just, in a friendly manner, tosses it towards Sir Jarek, who catches the coin in his other hand a bit clumsily. Actually, how does he catch it? Let's see. He's going to try to catch it. That'll be a brawn roll. His brawn is 4. He needs 1 success to catch the coin. Can he do it, or will he look really, really clumsy in this moment? Oh, 3 successes. He catches it just fine. All right. He deftly catches the coin and sees it and sees that it is truly gold. And well, please, Sir Dame, can I know the name of the knight whom I have defeated? She smiles. You may call me Sir. You may call me Sir Esselt. Well then, Sir Esselt, I am Sir Jarek, and I am pleased to meet you. You jousted quite well, and I'm sorry for any hurt I've caused you. She chuckles. Ha! What are these small pains compared to the duty and honor that is knighthood? You need not concern yourself for my safety, Sir Jarek, for I am not concerned, and I have trained, and I shall prove my worth at the Round Table is just as great as any man's. Sir Jarek nods his head. Very well. Sir Isolde, then I congratulate. I accept this bounty, and I suppose we shall part ways then, in good fellowship. Sir Isolde, she smiles. Please, Sir Jarek, you did defeat me in honorable combat, and I wish that we part with friendship, not with misunderstandings and misconstruings, won't you join me for a humble repast in my tent over yonder, that we may discuss the knightly nature, and perhaps you could provide for me some small tips and lessons that might help me in my future jousts. Sir Jarek, his gentlemanly impulses taking over, says, by all means, I shall, of course, do my best to help you in any way I can in becoming a better jouster. I will certainly join you for dinner. I thank you for the invitation. And the two of them dismount and move over to the tent where Sir Essold's squire, a young boy, 14 years of age, brand new squire, is currently setting out a simple but hearty meal with bread and cheese and some meat. And the two knights tuck into this food as well as drink the generously poured tankards of wine or goblets of wine that the squire has provided to them. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a contested fellowship between these two individuals. Not because I want to see, I want them to, or one of them won't be friends with the other at the end of this, but I want to see who kind of takes the lead in this. Who's going to be the leader in this fellowship? Who's going to be anyway? Who's in command of the fellowshipping? So, Sir Jarek has a fellowship of 1 and a presence of 3, giving him 4 dice to roll. And Sir Essold has a presence of 3 and a fellowship of 3, giving her 6 dice to roll. So let's see who is going to succeed. Now let's roll for our hero first. This isn't strictly how the rules are supposed to work, but I kind of like it, and we're going to go with it. All right, that is, wow, 4 successes. Now, because I rolled 4 successes on 4 dice, that means I got 5 successes. So, 5 successes from Sir Jarek. All right, let's see. Can Sir Essold, with her 6 dice, can she resist the charm of his friendship and assert her own dominance in this friendship, or will they end up being equal to each other? What will happen? 1 success, 1 heads out of 6 dice. She is overwhelmed by Sir Jarek's open fellowship, by the fact that as the conversation has gone on, Sir Jarek has quickly acclimated himself to her presence and begun to treat her as a fellow knight, and without any sort of disdain or anything, because he's recognized a fellow warrior spirit in her. Even if he still won the battle, he has that courtesy to recognize that she is strong and she is powerful and she has the heart of a knight. So by the end of their meal, I would say that she has agreed that they should travel together towards Camelot, because 2 knights riding on the road towards Camelot are safer than 1. And what great adventures they may have before them, who can say? That will be something that we will decide on the next adventure in the Prince Valiant storytelling game. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me while I do this. And if you enjoyed this content, please give me a like, Maybe subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this. And please feel free to leave a comment if you can see something that might make the videos better, might help improve. If it's something that I can do or change, let me know. And I hope you all have a marvelous day. Thank you for stopping by. Peace be with you. Bye bye.